Infinity Nerd Store presents.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for another unboxing video. I'm back with my buddy Silos.
Hello everyone.
So finally, the day is here, Silos, the Nintendo Switch 2. So in our Gaming Talk video, we went over the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct that Nintendo had presented. And we kind of talked about a lot of different things that we saw, that we liked, things we took away. And then we did mention if we were able to get a pre-order for the Nintendo Switch 2, we would go ahead and do an unboxing. So here we are, the day has come. Silos, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about how we were able to pick these up?
Sure. One of my favorite stores, which is GameStop, they were able to reserve not only my system, but also Billy's system. So I was able to pick it up since Billy was out of town during the launch midnight release. I had a blast. There was a lot of people. As everybody knows, that the Nintendo Switch came out 8 years ago. So there's not a lot of events. So I thought this was special because we don't experience a lot of launches like I experienced on June 5th on midnight release. And so I was able to pick up my copy, as you can see here. And then I was able to pick up Billy's system since he was out of town. So there was a lot of gamers, a lot of excitement, talking to other gamers. They're happy that they were able to pick up the system and how GameStop had a lot of systems available for walk-ins as well.
That's pretty awesome.
It is.
That they were able to do that.
Since I was the last one there, because I decided to just write it out. I was in the beginning of the line, and then at the end, I just wanted to see everybody's reaction. Just in the end, everybody was able to pick up a system, which I thought was impressive on Nintendo's part. It was just a wonderful experience.
I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, for a midnight release, I mean, I haven't actually been to a midnight release in a while.
Yeah.
For a video game system. So as you can see on the table, we do have quite a bit of Nintendo Switch 2 items, and our main focus here was just to kind of show you guys what we picked up. And today's video is going to be focused on unboxing my Nintendo Switch 2. As CeeLo stated, I was out of town, so I haven't been able to open this and enjoy it just yet. He has, so he'll be able to kind of explain to us what he's seen, what he's experienced, what he's enjoyed, and we'll go over all of that in the video. So just a little view of kind of everything. We were able to get the GameCube controllers. We also have the mic and the Pro controller. CeeLo's kept his word and got me my own Mario Kart World because I did want the physical copy. And these other games that you see here are other games that Silos was able to pick up. So we're kind of going to go through all of those in separate videos, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and we're going to focus on unboxing the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, Silos here was able to get the regular console, which is $449.99, as we said in our last video. And I was able to pick up the $499 version, so that way we figured we'd both have something we can show you guys. So there's both versions. So we'll cover real quick, and we'll go ahead and do the unboxing, and we'll go ahead and discuss with Silos his experiences that he's had so far with the Nintendo Switch 2. Thank you to 80stees.com for sponsoring this video. Click the link in the description below and use promo code InfinityNerd to get 35% off your first order. If you love the 80s but haven't invented a time-traveling DeLorean to get you there, go to 80stees.com to find great apparel inspired by one of the greatest decades ever. Whether you're into movies, cartoons, video games, music, superheroes, TV shows, or wrestling, they have what you are looking for. In fact, they aren't limited to just the 80s. They have more inspired by the 70s, 90s, and 2000s, including holiday-inspired apparel. You can embrace your inner dragon with Bruce Lee, have the power with He-Man, come get some with Ash, or show your love for the Catalina wine mixer. 80s Tees has something for everyone. Again, click the link below and use promo code InfinityNerd to save 35% off your order today. Once again, that promo code is InfinityNerd. Thanks again to 80stees.com. Okay guys, so we kind of cleaned the table off a little bit. As you can see, since this video started, Silos has his Nintendo Switch 2 on, so you can kind of see that. We're going to go ahead and unbox my console and see what we have in here. You ready?
I'm ready. Nice.
So as you guys can see, on the top tray we have the Switch 2 console and the two new Joy-Cons. So there's that, and then on the inside we'll have the other items. So this looks to be the controller for the Joy-Cons, right? So you have your own controller that you can connect to. So we'll put that there. And obviously this is the plug and the brick. And then we have the new dock station. And obviously you can see the Nintendo Switch 2 logo. This looks pretty cool. So just as with the older console, you can plug in here. So I like this. This looks pretty neat. And I mean, it does give it a different look. It's more updated, I guess you could say. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and look at this guy here. Wow. You can obviously you can see the screen is much larger than the original Switch. This is exciting. What? Look at that.
See how cool that felt?
That snapped in, yeah.
Yeah.
Very easily. Just that easy, guys. And there is your Switch 2. You can see the back has the stand that we talked about. That can go pretty far back.
It can.
So that's pretty cool. And then obviously it would fit right into your dock. And then that would be your new console right there. So that's actually pretty cool.
It's one of the best experiences that I've had, not only because of the launch, and I just want to add thank you, branch manager from GameStop, for helping me pick up Billy's system.
Yeah, I do appreciate that.
And not only that, but like I took the day off, Billy. And guys, I had a blast. Closely like maybe 17 hours worth of gameplay, guys. I'm not kidding you. It was just
That's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that's the
Oh, okay.
HDMI cable.
We have that, and then the lanyards that go with the controllers.
Which I'm not gonna open, guys. I didn't even open.
I don't think I opened it, the old ones.
Neither did I.
I think they're still in the box.
So I wanted to share like kind of like a scary experience. So Billy and I, we talked about Mario Kart World. And so the thought was that I was going to buy Billy the Mario Kart physical game. And I was not going to buy myself a physical game. So I wanted to utilize the Nintendo code. So all I wanted to do, Billy, on your system, I just wanted to open it. And I didn't want to touch anything. And I was expecting, the voucher of the Nintendo code, the card. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then thoughts were just running on my mind. Did someone steal the card? And I got nervous. So I'm like, oh man, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, after downloading and after transferring the games and all that, right? And so I'm like, oh man, I gotta exchange the system. So I contacted GameStop, the manager, and he's like, no, you have to download it through the Nintendo Online. But anyway, I'm like, you know what? Forget that. I just bought myself my own copy. He has it sealed. I have my open.
Yeah, and I should be able to play it here because it's downloadable.
Yes, and it better be there. There was a GameStop. I did notice that people had the box with the Mario Kart World sticker. And Billy's, his, if you see the box, has the picture here already set up there. So there was 2 different versions of that. So I just wish that we would have gotten the other version because
the other version
the sticker
has
had
code.
I'm sure it had, because and the reason why I noticed, guys, is because I watched other YouTubers and they were unboxing them and they had the voucher, the card. So Billy, you just unboxed one of the best systems that came out this year. How do you feel of holding it for the first time?
Well, right now, I mean, what I do like about it is, yes, it is lightweight. It is a larger screen. And it feels more like it's made, I guess, more for like adults. Kind of gives me more of a feeling, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you could tell this thing is powerful just looking at it, right? I don't know how else to explain that. It just looks like a powerful handheld console. So honestly, I cannot wait to actually check it out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we did get some accessories. So where do you want to start? Where do you want to begin?
Well, I mean, we did get the Pro Controller. I mean, and we don't have to unbox it because Silos actually has it, so I figured we can kind of show you, like, yes, here is the Pro Controller box, and he was able to pick one of these up, and feels kind of like the other one.
It does.
But
smaller. The other one was
but it has this, like, sleek look to it, though,
yes,
compared to the other one. And I like the buttons back here. I already felt them just like holding it in my hand.
Yeah.
I do like the way it feels.
And then, of course, one of my new accessories. I haven't had the chance to open this. I've been kind of busy, you know, and I haven't tested it out. But we will, guys. We will test it out.
Yeah, we'll try to do a video maybe to show kind of our experience with how this looks, maybe with one of the games. And then the last thing we were able to get was the GameCube controller, which if you saw that on the table, Silos and I were both able to get one. Honestly, it was before the launch day.
Yeah.
We were told that these were not coming out. In our video, we talked about this. These were not supposed to be released until launch day. And somehow I checked it online, and it turns out you could order one. So I ordered one, but it was limit one. So then I forwarded that to Silos and told him, hey, pick one up because they're available right now. So that's how we were able to pick this up and get it right not too long after launch day, really.
And you know what? I like that one per membership.
Yeah, because
account.
it keeps scalpers.
Yes.
It keeps people. But I have seen online so far that there are people out there that somehow got multiple, and I don't know how.
Oh,
and they're selling them already on eBay.
I'm sure they have family members.
That's possible.
Pack, you know, but yeah.
Dude, this feels really good.
I'm telling you, Billy.
The GameCube controller is like one of my favorite controllers.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is just pretty much some of the items, peripherals, and the system. We just kind of wanted to go over that and let you guys see that. So now I will turn things over to Silos, who's had some time with the system, and he can discuss and tell us his thoughts, good moments, fun moments, anything.
All I
likes, dislikes, anything.
All I just think about is like, welcome to the new age. You know, welcome to the new age. To the new age of this wonderful system. It's just a great experience. I felt like it was worth buying.
So what I had told Silos is we're gonna kind of do almost like an interview, because I there's questions that I have that I'd like to ask that I think most of you might have the same type of questions.
So the first thing I did, guys.
Dude, that screen is bright and beautiful.
It is. That's what I'm saying. You have to own one of these, guys, and I hope that you guys were able to pick up your system. And I want to hear everything about your experience with the system, because I'm enjoying these past few days of just playing the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm loving getting to know the system and getting to know the other games, especially with the Welcome Tour. I'll be honest, this was the first thing that I downloaded.
Was it $10?
It was $10.
Okay.
It was $10. I just did it because I wanted to support Nintendo. Okay. I think it should have been downloaded.
It should have been packed in, right?
Yeah.
Like we discussed that before. It should have been packed in. So it takes you around the entire controller, I guess, right?
It does.
The whole screen and everything.
See, I'm playing it right now, guys, as you can see, and like you have to just go around and you can play these mini games and learn the mouse, and just browse. It'll give you the specs and the
but that's with something like that, you would think a pack-in would be best.
Yeah.
Right? To kind of show you what the system's capable of without having to pay that $10.
Exactly.
So the menu screen is still somewhat the same, right?
Yes.
The setup. I guess like they say, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Sure. That's a good way to say it. Just holding it and just watching it with my brand new TV that I bought and just looking at the differences from the Switch 1 to Switch 2, it's worth every penny of it.
So like, can you tell the difference in the clarity and, and the graphics?
Yes, when you're in handheld.
And handheld and in dock mode?
Mm-hmm. But again, I try to avoid handheld. I just like to use the Pro controller. Again, I only purchased 4 games plus the Welcome Tour, so it's 5 games. But I will buy the Cyberpunk. I do want to buy sports games, the NBA. I want to get that one. So let's see how that looks like.
Oh, don't forget the Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Comes out next
I did
month.
reserve that one. Yeah, guys, I was just involved of just going through each one. I haven't experienced the chat yet, the camera mode. I haven't done that yet, but in the end, it's been an enjoyable experience. What I also did was that I transferred all of my games that I own.
Oh, so you did do the system transfer?
Yes. I just feel like, you know what, I'm gonna retire the Switch 1 and just buy from now on the Switch 2 games. I will, once in a while, if the Switch 1, like the Metroid Prime, I'll get that on original Switch, like we mentioned on our direct video.
So far your experience with this console has been positive. No negatives at all?
None at all. Not that I've been noticing.
Now, do the games seem to run faster?
Yes. Like, for example, Smash Brothers. I tried it. Mm-hmm. I tried it. And you know how it took a while to load up sometimes? It was fast.
It's faster. Okay.
Yes, and also the Echoes, the Legend of Zelda Echoes that I recently beat, that one was good too.
And the visuals.
It felt brighter.
The visuals kind
And
of.
like the pixel, it's like clearer, you know.
So it takes advantage of the console.
And the Odyssey Mario looked bright.
Now with the Pro controller, how does that feel versus the Switch One?
It's very comfortable. I just think that they made it smaller. I feel like the other one, and I wish I had my old one. I just feel like this is a little bit smaller than the other one. But I like how it feels. I haven't utilized the GR or the GL.
Oh, like the hotkeys, yes. Okay.
I haven't done that yet. But I did play Street Fighter on this, which is Street Fighter 6, and also the Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs.
Oh, for the
Capcom collection.
Okay.
And I just thought that it was just a great controller.
So now, how many days now have you had with the system?
So 2 days.
Okay, and your experience the entire time?
It's been positive.
Have you
positive, guys.
Have you gone to the Nintendo Online Store?
Yeah, yes, I have.
And is it that a different experience than the old store? Like, has it been updated? Does it run better? Is it faster?
Well, yeah. I think everything's been faster, Billy.
So have you used the Joy-Con controllers now that you said they're larger? Does it feel better using them?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't touched them, and I think I'm training like the Switch One. I never touched the Joy-Cons from the beginning.
But obviously they are larger.
They are.
So I think that would help with some people, because I think the other ones just felt like they were too small.
Yeah, I haven't. Maybe when Metroid Prime comes out, I will test out the mouse.
I do want to try that. Yes.
You know, I could test that out. Hopefully they could find games that would be interesting for me to use the mouse and for me to experience that, because I haven't had the experience yet.
So another thing we wanted to show is the differences between the size of the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, just different systems. Brought a few systems, guys, on my Retro Vault. So again, as we talked about earlier, how beautiful this system is, right? I'm sure the majority of you guys that are watching this video have the Nintendo Switch 2, and you guys are having a blast so far. So on my Retro Vault, I went old school, so I wanted you to guys see.
Oh, different handhelds.
Right? Look at the differences, guys. Compare it from the 80s, 90s, and current. Gosh, can't believe how small this is, right? And when you were little, you were like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yes. So, that's just one of the systems, guys. And then here's one of my other favorites that no one ever talks about.
Oh, the Atari Lynx.
The Atari Lynx. So look at that. You see the differences, guys? It's just,
forget how big those were.
look how bulky that is.
Yeah, like look at the size on the side.
So that's just another comparison of it. And then my OLED system.
That's a big difference.
Unbelievable. And I'm like thinking, oh, this was cool, man. I thought this is the best Nintendo can do, but they surprised me with this. And then I just wanted to add one more system, which is something that our previous video that we have not uploaded yet. But I'm like thinking, you know what? This system could be a lot better than the Switch One.
Oh, yeah.
The Steam Deck, guys. So I wanted to do the comparison to that.
Even the Steam Deck's a little bigger.
It is.
As far as like thickness.
Yes. You see that? You see that, everybody? So this is way bigger. So
I'm surprised you didn't bring a Game Boy or a
no.
Game Boy Advance or
well, I have them, but I was just thinking
Turbo Express.
just the system, just the screen itself.
We have done a Steam Deck video. We just haven't put it out yet. Even with the Steam Deck, I mean, I like the Steam Deck, don't get me wrong. Holding this and then holding that, I mean, that one's way lighter.
Yes.
That one also is Nintendo, you know, so Nintendo games obviously won't play on here unless you find a way to do that illegally. But with that, I mean, the Steam Deck has its purpose. The Switch 2 has its purpose. The Switch 1 had a purpose. I mean, all of these had some kind of a purpose at one point in time, but I mean, if you're doing comparisons, I would say the Switch 2, it's pretty awesome.
I agree, but again, when this came out a few years ago, I'm like, man, I can't get out of it. I'm loving it. But now, holding this now, and it's released this year.
And the games you're able to play on it, right?
Yeah, because what matters the most is the games. You could have the best technology that I feel this is, but if the games are not there, so I just wanted to give you my thoughts.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I cannot wait to get my hands on this.
Yeah.
So I can really experience it. Thank you for sharing everything you did, because that does have me even more excited for this.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys are excited for this system. Hopefully you got a copy. If you didn't, we have an announcement coming on later. You'll see that a new video will come out showing you an announcement we have about the Switch 2. A giveaway announcement, I'll put it that way. But in the meantime, thank you guys for checking out the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell to be notified of new videos. I hope you like this unboxing, and I hope you're just as excited as we are about this new console generation. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Take
Later.
care, guys.